I chose the poem Sign from My Father Who Stressed the Bunt by David Bottoms. And I chose this poem because it's about baseball, and baseball interests me. I've pretty much played baseball all my life and grown up playing it, and it's always been a big part of my life, and it's really been a passion to me. So this poem really interested me. And also, what really connected me to this poem was that it's a story of a father and son, and the father is trying to teach the son something he needs to enhance his game. And this made me really think about my own life and how it was for me growing up because all through my baseball years, my dad was always the one to help me and teach me all the skills I needed to just be the best player possible. And that's what this dad is trying to do in this poem. And that really just brings back good memories. And that's what really connects me to this poem and why I chose this poem. So now I'm going to read Sign for My Father Who Stressed the Bunt by David Bottoms. On the rough diamond, the hand-cut field below the dog-rotten barn, we rehearsed the strict technique of bunting. I watched from the infield, the mound, backstop. As your left hand climbed to the bat, your legs and shoulders squared towards the pitcher. You could drop it like a seed down either baseline. I admired your style, but not enough to take my eyes off the bank that served as our center field fence. Years passed. 3 leagues of organized ball. No few laughs. I could homer into the garden beyond the bank, into the left field lot of Carmichael Motors. And still you stressed the same technique, the crouch and spring, the lead arm absorbing just enough impact, that whole tiresome pitch about basics never changing. And I never really learned what you were laying down. Like a hand brushed across the bill of a cap, let this be the sign I'm getting a grasp on the sacrifice. And the last stanza pretty much says that the son has finally picked up the technique of bunting and realizes why it's so important. And I think this would make his father proud. And I know when I used to do good in baseball games when I was little, I know that made my dad proud, and that made me feel really good to know that I could make my dad proud because I was out there doing stuff that he had taught me. And I feel like I'm the same as this little kid in the poem because I know I was probably one of those little kids out there playing baseball who all he wanted to do was hit home runs instead of just do the little thing to win the game. But your parents are always there to just show you and guide you and tell you how it's supposed to be. And that's what this dad is doing in this poem. And that's how my dad was for me growing up. And that's why we have such a close relationship and how we are through sports because we both connected to sports. And that's what's taking place in this poem right here. This is A Sign for My Father Who Stressed the Bunt by David Bottoms.